So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be providing an overview of FlowCam for aquatic applications. So aquatic is a really broad term, and in this case it refers to many different facets of aquatic science that spans from marine to freshwater systems. The purpose of this webinar is to provide a broad introductory overview of FlowCam for these types of applications, and is really intended for anyone who's always been FlowCam curious. Maybe you saw it at a conference several years ago, or have a collaborator that uses one and thought it always sounded cool, but didn't know exactly what it is or how it works. So you may also already have a FlowCam. I've seen some customers registered for today's webinar, which is excellent. We're glad you're here, and we're really excited to get started. So this webinar was originally born out of a workshop that we delivered at the International Conference on Harmful Algae in Japan at the end of last year. And we got a lot of feedback from people that they wanted to have a virtual option to attend. So what we've done is we've taken that original workshop and altered it for an online audience, and also expanded the scope to include more than just tabs, so that everyone has a little bit of taste of something related to FlowCam. The goals of the workshop here are for everyone who's participating, by the end of the webinar, we want you to be able to articulate some of the basic operating principles of flow imaging microscopy. Basically, what is FlowCam and how does it work? Secondly, to be able to point to examples of how flow imaging microscopy has been implemented in other programs. And lastly, to provide a framework to help people evaluate if and how FlowCam could potentially help expedite their existing workflows. So we'll accomplish these goals starting with a broad overview of what FlowCam is, basic principles of operation, followed by an overview of some of the most common applications for FlowCam in aquatic sciences, where we'll sprinkle throughout some case studies and peer-reviewed research to help illustrate the breadth and depth of the different ways FlowCam is used around the world. And then we'll end with some frequently asked questions and key considerations for people that may be evaluating FlowCam for their needs. And then lastly, we'll end with the Q&A session. So again, a reminder, please submit your questions using the questions function in GoToWebinar, and we'll answer those questions at the end of the session.